I'm Anthony Johnson with Labor's Local 252. Today I'm here with Congresswoman Strickland and Pierce County Central Labor Council Nathe Lawver.
Yeah, hey, thanks Anthony for having us here. Thank you for being here, Congresswoman Strickland.
Absolutely.
We wanted to talk with you about three of our priorities in the labor movement. Just a couple minutes of your time. First of all, it's kind of crazy back there in DC, but we want to hear your thoughts, just a sentence or two about your support of the PRO Act, you know, the fundamental First Amendment right of people to come together and collectively bargain for their working conditions.
Yeah, well, hi everyone, Congresswoman Marilyn Strickland, and you know, as I think about the chaotic things that are happening in DC right now under this administration, which clearly does not care about people, working families especially, it's important for us to stand up and speak out about the things that we know are important. This is about people's livelihoods, the ability to organize and to make a decent wage. So the PRO Act. So I was proud to be a co-sponsor of the PRO Act, and it's very simple and straightforward. All we want to do is protect people's rights to organize at the workplace. Straightforward, simple. It should be a bipartisan thing, but we're going to keep fighting for it because we know how important it is, especially during the times that we're in right now.
It's fantastic. And for decades, we've had the Davis-Bacon Act that has protected prevailing wages on construction sites across our country. That's under attack again.
Yes.
Tell us a little bit about that.
Yeah, so the Davis-Bacon Act, as you mentioned, protects prevailing wage on projects that have federal funding as part of the formula. And we just want to make sure that if we're investing in roads and bridges and infrastructure, anything related to federal funding, that we have prevailing wages. It's very important for people to make a decent living, and we want to make sure that those wages stay at a certain level so that there are prevailing wages. It actually raises the wages for everyone who's in the industry, but anything related to federal funding should preserve the Davis-Bacon Act.
Fantastic. And you mentioned infrastructure jobs.
Yep.
And a lot of the projects that are, you know, have begun or just beginning, they're under attack right now too.
Yeah.
And tell us a little bit about what we're doing back in DC to make sure that to protect those quality jobs.
Yeah, what's bizarre about this is that when we passed the Infrastructure Act, it was a bipartisan Infrastructure Act. So for this administration to come in and basically try to undo everything that President Biden and Vice President Harris achieved makes no sense. Who doesn't want bridges that are more safe? Who doesn't want better roads? Who doesn't want to protect all of our infrastructure, whether it's a wastewater treatment plant, but all the things that we depend on? So the idea that we're going to undo this bill because it was a Biden bill is basically telling people, we want to take your jobs away. We're not going to stand for it, and ideally, when the Democrats take the House back in 2026, not only will we preserve the infrastructure bill, long term, we want to double down on it and renew it every 5 years.
That's fantastic.
Yeah.
I appreciate everything you're doing for Washington State, back in the other Washington, and especially the work you're doing for us here in Pierce County.
Right, and thank you both for what you're doing to support working families and to make sure that when people go to work, they get a wage they deserve, they have good benefits, and they can retire with dignity.
Fantastic. Thank you.